Brooklyn, go.
First of all, I didn't realize that the people who are in such a political minority actually have so much power. I kind of disagree.
Well,
with
I'm here to educate you, Tony, and of course, I didn't do the study. I didn't publish the study. I'm conveying it to people who have open minds, not really you.
Well,
but what's your question?
I'll make my point pretty quickly. I consider myself to be...
I don't care if you make your point quickly or slowly, as long as you make it intelligently. Go right ahead.
I care deeply about having a representative government. And there are people in this country...
How so?
There are people who are in this country...
Whoa. How so?
What do you mean? I care if you're living in this country, working in this country...
Are you a liberal?
I'm an open-minded person.
Okay, great. Are you a liberal?
On some things, probably conservative than on others.
What are you conservative on?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, of course you don't, because you're not. What are you liberal on?
I believe that all people should be treated.
Comes right off the tip of the tongue. Boom, 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 right?
Look, I'm just trying to make a comment about...
Okay, I'm trying to help you use what's called, logic. But go ahead.
This is my logic, then. If you live in this country, if you work in this country, if you contribute a lot to our society, then you should have a say.
So then you want a test. So if somebody's on welfare, they shouldn't get to vote.
No, I'm saying there's a lot of people...
Wait a minute. They live in the country. You said if they contribute and work in the country. What if they're on welfare in the country? Should they vote?
Yes, of course.
So forget about the work and contribute. Just as they live in the country, they should be able to vote, correct?
Are you saying that people who are...
No, you're saying that. I'm making the point that when I asked you if people are on welfare, should they be able to vote, you said yes. So the fact is they should just live here. They don't have to actually work hard or necessarily contribute to the country, correct? Yes, that's correct. What's your next point?
No, that's really my point, is that why don't we have a conversation of saying we have people who are here. Now, what are we going to do with them? What are we going to, if we want to...
Now, why don't we first have a conversation that says, let's secure the border and prevent more people from coming here illegally, and then we can have the conversation. But first, that's like saying, let's have a conversation about the law, how we want to change it before we actually enforce it. Why would we do that? In other words, it's meaningless. If you're not going to uphold this law and secure the border, what are we having a conversation about? Some new law? Well, I don't know that you're going to uphold that either. I mean, you may have a pen and a phone for all I know.
I think it's a give and take. I think that...
No, it's not a give and take. There's black and white when it comes to the law. Black letter law. That's what it's called. Black letter law.
I think the law...
You have never read our immigration statutes, because if you did, you would know that it's really not that gray. And in fact, I'm educating you. This is the problem. You don't want to be educated. You are not allowed to cross the border illegally. You have to get permission. From whom? Our government. So if you come in the country illegally, it's a misdemeanor. That's the law. And what you're saying, and I want the audience to know, is that those people should be allowed to vote. Because no matter how they get here, they contribute to society. And that's why I say, well, what if they don't contribute to society? They're on welfare. So if you're here illegally, you broke our laws, you don't contribute to society, you get food stamps, you're on welfare, whatever the case may be, they should be able to vote in your mind. Right, Tony?
There should be a way to either help to make...
No, you're wrong. You see, we the people are the citizenry. We the people aren't the people of the world who self-import and then make demands on the rest of us. That's not the way it works. That's not the way any society is supposed to work, or does work. None of the countries from where these people come do what you say. In fact, I don't know. Can you name one country on the face of the earth that allows people to come in illegally, whether they work or not, and vote in their elections? Name one.
I can't.
No, because it's nuts.
What you have?
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm saying that we at least have a discussion about how do we make...
Forget about discussions. Look, this isn't some Gestalt session. I'm not your psychologist. I asked you a question. Try and answer it. What are you trying to achieve here?
I just want to make... I want to make better life for all...
No, you don't want to make life better for everybody. No, you don't. You want to make life worse for citizens who are here. Somebody has to pay the bill. When people flood into a country and they're not assimilated, the country's balkanized. The country is torn apart, particularly when they impose or seek to impose their own cultures or religions on our country. What do you mean you're trying to make the country better? Sovereignty is what the country's about. You're not going to make the country better.
All I'm trying to say is that the laws are not always black and white, and I think the life of the law...
The laws are not always black and white, but it's interesting. Our immigration laws pretty much are. And you haven't read a single one.
All right.
What have you read? Nothing. It's like the guy the other day, we need more regulations. He doesn't even know what regulations are being issued. He doesn't know there's 85,000 pages of regulations every year. He has no idea. He hasn't read a single regulation in his life, but he knows we need more of them. You, Tony, you call this program and say, according to my call screener, you believe illegal aliens should be allowed to vote. Isn't that what you told him? Yes or no? There he goes. There he goes. I don't think I was too harsh on him. Just wanted to nail it down. And I did. I'm sorry he went away mad, but this makes room for somebody else to call. I'm sorry. I know none of his professors or teachers have ever talked to him that way. Oh, I know. Didn't call him any names. I thought I was just as nice as could be. But this thing, I just want to have a discussion. And these things, nothing's black and white, but it is black and white. It absolutely is. And why should illegal aliens be allowed to vote? What is that all about? They have no stake in this society. They're not invested in this society. They just cross the border. They may not even know the language. They may not be able to even read English, speak their own language. But they should have the right to vote? What kind of mindset is this? What kind of mindlessness is this? And why should we do that? Why is that our responsibility to coddle people who come here illegally? Let's have a discussion about it. No, let's not have a discussion about it. There's right and wrong. Now secure the damn border.